they slept with sheep. But yet the Lord brought his message to the shepherds. There are wise men, Elder Nikki, in the earth right now that are searching for you, that are searching for the rising of your day star. Nations shall come to your light, Elder Nikki, and kings will bring gold for his kingship. He's calling you out, not just in your priesthood. He's bringing gold for your kingship. He's bringing frankincense for your service. And he's bringing myrrh for your sacrifice. Each one of us has made a great sacrifice. So as we hear the message, as we hear the story, today I want us to put ourselves in there because it includes us. You see, we can say happy holiday to the world, but we're going to say Merry Christmas to each other. Pastor Ray's definition of Christmas: más, as in Spanish, many, many Christ. So Merry, many Christ. Merry, many Christ. You see, I used to wonder, it used to sort of bother me. You know, I would say happy holiday, and then I get in my car. I'm like, man, why did you say happy holiday? Why don't you just be bold and say Merry Christmas? No, it's not for them. The world, you tell them happy holiday. But to us, we say Merry Christmas. Luke 1:20. And this is the main message. Luke 1:20 in the Message, it says, every word I have spoken to you will come true on time, God's time. Every word, Tanya, every word that I have spoken to you will come on true, on time, God's time. You see, this was not only a prophecy to Mary. Mary and Joseph was to give Jesus a name. What the angel was saying to Mary is like, I know you're going to experience some major issues. Folks are going to want to stone you. Your father will want to stone you. Your father's going to disown you. Your mother is going to be ashamed of you. You didn't sleep with no man. Your husband will come up with the funds for your divorce. But the angel came with that word and said to Mary that you will name him Jesus. So in other words, no matter what you're going to have to go through, know that he's coming out of that womb. See, that's man, that's something to shout about right there. No matter what you have to go through, no matter how long it's going to take, what I have spoken to you is coming to pass. What you're about to give birth to, Dr. Knox, what you're about to give birth to cannot be, you can't look to man for sustenance. You can't even look to the Lord for a blessing. I know I didn't get a lot of amen. But you have to look to him for the inheritance. He will inherit what? The throne of David. It didn't say he would be blessed. turn on the television, you hear about blessing. You turn on the radio, you hear about blessing. But I believe the New Testament talks about that if you live this life a certain way, you will inherit. No, don't keep your mouth shut, Apostle. Speak it. Speak it. We're going to bring this out together. He will reign over the house of Jacob. What I like about this verse in Luke 1:31, it says his kingdom will reign forever. In other words, death cannot be able to stop his kingdom rule. I can have death. I can experience death in my relationship, death in my finances, death in my business, death with my husband, death with my job. If I'm in college, I can get an F in a course. It's not going to stop what he spoke to me. We're not going to turn there. Hebrews 2:14 says, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, Hebrews 2:14 and 15, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he may destroy him that has power over death. Hebrews 2:14 and 15. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he may destroy him that had the power over that. That is the devil. And deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. One thing that I got, Jesus, every word in the Bible has a number. Jesus, the number for Jesus is 444. And that's the same number for the cross, 444. He was born to die. He was born to die. And if he was born to die, that means that we were born to die. We were born again to die. So when he told Mary, you shall name him Jesus, he was saying, you shall name him. And don't be surprised, Mary, when he go to the cross. So when we are experiencing, here's the thing. About 2 more points, I'm going to take my seat. When we're experiencing death, we got to put on the new man. When we're experiencing death, we got to put on kindness. When we're experiencing death, we got to put on compassion. When we're experiencing death, we have to put on love. Another word for death is loss. When we're experiencing loss, we can't put on the old man. Can someone please get Apostle Mike? I'm just teasing. Colossians 3:12. We're not going to turn there in the interest of time. Colossians 3:12 says, so, Colossians 3:12. What I want you to put yourself in this. Colossians 3:12 says, and I have no idea what translation this is. It says, so chosen by God. Point to yourself and say, hi, chosen. So chosen by God.